relationship took off. Can you talk to us about that carnival? What were you doing there? How did you get there? And what were your expectations? And what did you guys think?
Well, we got hired from the coordinator. His name's Tim, and he basically hires all the bands to perform every year at their Halloween festival. They call it Halloween Festival because they have it every year around Halloween time. So he had heard our band perform at another function. He really liked us. He approached me and asked if we would like to be part of the entertainment. And of course we agreed, and that was, I believe, 4 years ago. So we've been doing the festival every 4 years, and this past October 2013 was the first year that we actually wore costumes. Why it didn't occur to us to do that before, I have no idea.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We were all dressed up, and we had fun. I think the audience had fun. It was just a fun gig.
And you know what? What I remember the most about the carnival is that you guys, you guys do a little bit of 80s, and you mix it in with some cumbias, and you do some Mexican 80s. You know, that to me was what captured me, and I guess the name fits. How did you guys come up with that name?
Well, I'm Hispanic. I'm half Colombian, half Mexican, but you wouldn't be able to tell if you heard my Spanish. My Spanish is horrible. So I was always made fun of, even by my own family.
He does well. He's just
I've improved.
He's improved a lot.
So I've always felt like a misfit because of my inability to speak perfect Spanish. And so when we were throwing out names, I just came up with Misfit, which turned into Misfits, which turned into Latin Misfits. So that's how the name came about.
That's really awesome. And how many of you guys are there in the group?
There's 6 regular members, and then we have some additional, I guess you could say, friends of the Latin Misfits.
They jump in. They jump in to help. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes we have 7 people, 8 people on stage, all dancing and singing, and it's just fun. It's just fun working together and dancing. Do I like to dance?
Oh, she loves it.
I dance a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you dance more, the English side or the Latin side?
Both.
Both. Okay, that's cool.
Both. I don't discriminate.
There you go. How do your rehearsals go? I mean, is it mostly like just a whole bunch of fun, or is it like you guys take it very seriously, where it's like, oh, you're on the dots type of?
We have fun, but we we take it serious. Everybody's there, unlike other bands, and I say this from experience, where usually there's a person missing for that rehearsal. This band, we're very committed. We rehearse every Tuesday. We're there. We jump in with ideas. We jam sometimes. Just have fun. Think about different ways to turn the song around, to make it our own. But we also have fun, and at the end of the night, sometimes, believe it or not, I'm there till 11 o'clock at night, just talking with my friends here from the Misfits, and it's a good time. We take it professionally, and we see it also as a fun time.
Now, another thing that I noticed while I heard you guys at the carnival was that you guys would share the mic a lot. It wasn't just one lead singer. You guys had a couple lead singers. Do you guys pretty much just at a venue decide who's going to sing a song, or you guys already have it pre-rehearsed?
It's pre-rehearsed. Depending on the event and the budget, of course, that'll determine how many people we're able to bring on board. Typically, we have 6 members, but we also have a relationship with another singer from another band who actually introduced me to Sonia.
Yeah. Shout out to my friend Blanca.
Yeah. So from time to time, Blanca will join us, and basically we just divide the songs evenly between all the singers.
Nice. And for example, being a band, what are the largest venues that you guys have played at?
Well, we've played at the USC. It's been so long, I forgot the name of the center there. I think it's called the Boulevard Auditorium. So we've played there. Where else, Sonia? Some of the big ones. We played for the city of Downey.
For the base, the Army base, remember?
Yes. We played at the Los Alamitos training base. Oh boy.
Well, and in those venues, the large venues, do you remember? Was there like a ginormous amount of people, or were there like, like a good amount of people, or just like a huge number?
We've played for for thousands of people, and we've played for
small, small group
restaurants. So
yeah, restaurants, and again, we also do parties, weddings, and quinceañeras, and graduations, things like that. So that
divorce parties.
Divorce parties. You heard it here first on Emix LA.
Divorce parties.
Have you guys really played at a divorce party?
No, not yet.
No, but we advertise it though. We always say, divorce parties. We do those too. If somebody out there has one of those, sure, we'll go.
You know what? Some people have to party after they get divorced. It's a happy feeling sometimes. I don't recommend it, but
yeah.
But
I haven't been through that, but I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, right?
Right. Okay, and in regards to the venues that you guys have played at, when it comes to the energy that you guys receive from the people, does that drive you to perform better? Or since you guys rehearsed, you guys are always at the same level of performance?
No, it's always a different feel, depending on the venue, the people, just the energy of the place. Really, the more the people are into it, the more we as a band get really excited. And, here with my dancing, I just even dance more than I usually do. So it just, we're not a band that just kind of
goes through the motions
and oh, let's get out of here. No, we engage the people and we have fun at the gigs ourselves.
So we definitely, without a doubt, feed off the energy of the crowd, though. I personally think we play better when we have a big group out there and they're into it, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, and I could totally understand that. I myself, I'm a DJ, actually. That's kind of how we met. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, when I'm at a party and there's nobody dancing, I'm just next. Not even caring about the mixing or anything, because it's, you just kind of mellow out, I guess. But when there's a big group and they're reacting to everything that you're doing, then you're like, oh man, I really want to. Yeah, one of
the best. That was so much fun. It was really cool. We're doing "Don't Stop Believing," so I told the crowd, they recognize the little intro, and I told them, everybody take out your lighters, or hold up your candles. I want to say it was a wedding or something like that, but hold up your candles, and everybody's just started doing that. It was a lot of fun. It's unique.
You feel the control, right? You're like, I'm in control here.
I'm in control. Do what I say. Just kidding.
Okay, and do you guys remember the Valentine's dance that you guys performed at?
Sonia wasn't with us at the time.
Okay.
No.
But
unfortunately, I wasn't.
Yes, I do remember it quite vividly, and we had a blast.
Yeah, it was a blast, and one of the things that I remember the most, once again, is the mixture of both Spanish and English. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to touch on that. Like, what made you guys decide? I know you were telling me about your background, but what made you guys decide, like, hey, I'm gonna do both? Because sure enough, I understand the background aspect of it, but it's hard, right? I can imagine, doing two genres makes it a little bit harder.
Right. Well, we actually started off as a classic rock band. We had a different name. We weren't the Latin Misfits. We were called Dinsdale, which is the name of the street in Downey that my mom lives on, and we used to rehearse at her house every Friday, and we had trouble coming up with a name, so we just decided to come up with Dinsdale. And basically we just played music that we liked, classic rock, Beatles, Queen,
Beatles.
Yeah.
And more Beatles.
Yeah.
That's Sonny's favorite.
I love the Beatles.
Yes, he loves the Beatles.
So when we decided to turn it into a business, it made sense to try to market ourselves to a larger audience, particularly the Hispanic population, because they love live music at all of their events, as I'm sure you know. And so and not only that, but we love Latin music ourselves because we're Hispanic. Most of us are anyway, and it's in our blood.
Yeah, Daryl's very Hispanic.
We have a guitar player who's Japanese, and when
he's Hispanic now.
He's
one of us.
Yeah.
Right, Daryl?
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's an interesting one. And for example, when as you were saying, actually when you said Dinsdale, I was like, hey, that sounds very familiar.
It's a small street.
It's a street here in Downey. And when you decided to switch and you went to the Latin, was it a transition? Like, oh, it was a lot harder, or it was just about the same because you already knew both genres?
Well, it was hard at the beginning because the members who made up Dinsdale weren't into Latin music, and so convincing them to practice Latin songs was a challenge. So once they all left, I brought in people that liked to do Latin music.
He upped up the Latin.
Yeah. And
he upped it up.
So
okay, well that explains it. And for example, when you were doing it as Dinsdale, was it just mostly fun? I take it.
It was just for fun. It was a Friday night jam every Friday for like 2 hours, and as the band got bigger and as we started performing for friends' parties, we started to get positive feedback and encouragement to turn it into a business, which is what we did.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. How do you go from, hey, we're doing this for fun, to, hey, we should make some money off of this?
Well, I took piano lessons, and my piano teacher always used to tell me that I should get paid for what I'm doing because I'm investing a lot of time in learning the songs and doing a good job performing the songs. And so he actually planted the idea in my head to get paid for this.
Okay. So your piano teacher encouraged you to be part of a band, or to charge for like
to charge for performance, whether it was a solo performance or with a group.
I see. Okay, and what about yourself? Did you also have that transition stage of like, hey, I'm doing this for fun, and hey, maybe I should get paid for this?
It started really as fun. I've been a singer since I was 16 years old.
Oh wow!
And she's 17 now.
Thank you.
She looks it.
I wish. No, I started off with a friend that was a singer. Her mom was a singer, and she was my best friend, Laura. And we just sang for fun, really, as teenagers. And then, since she knew people, because of her mom, musicians and bands, cover bands, one day she just calls me up and says, I got this band who's looking for a singer. Do you want to join? I said, absolutely. You're 16 years old. At that point, I said, I don't care. I just want to be on stage. I just want to sing, want to have fun. So it started off that way. It came with money from the beginning, so it was nice. And then, with time, you kind of get comfortable. You learn more songs. You get the experience. And then, by the time I was 21, I'm doing it for fun, but I'm also doing it for money. So, it just comes hand in hand. But I've been doing it for a while, and I've done English and Spanish from the beginning.
Nice. And we're going to get a little bit more into that right after these commercial breaks.
Okay.
Juice, I heard you were at a party the other day and the DJ completely destroyed the party.
That's right, Pakman. I was checking out his skills. They were not there. Didn't know how to MC. Lighting sucked. And guess what? There was cables showing everywhere. What's up with that?
You know what, man? Cable management is really important. And when a DJ can't talk on the mic, what's the point? A DJ really has to know how to rock the party.
He needs to MC. He needs to take control of the party. So, folks, listen closely. If you're in the market for a DJ, if you have an upcoming wedding, quinceañera, birthday party, any kind of an event where the DJ will make the difference, make sure to check us out. ESCEvents.com.
Computer repair done right. Have a virus? Is your computer too slow? Call us at 562-381-2702. Let our team handle it. We can get your computer back to normal, and with our $19.99 optimization package, your computer will be better than ever. Call 562-381-2702 or visit our website, pcsmartteam.com.
Oh, yeah! Getting a new roof should be an easy experience, only if you use Royal Roofing. We have the most professional, reliable, and experienced workers in the industry. With over 30 years of experience, Royal Roofing leads the market in roof maintenance and repair. We guarantee your complete satisfaction. Give us a call for a free on-site inspection estimate in the Los Angeles or Orange County area. 800-ROOF-390. That's 800-766-3390 or visit us at royalroofing.com.
Today's Realty and Loan is designed to not only get you into your home with the best possible deal, but to give back to the community as well. Mention Father John and we'll donate 10% of our commissions to St. Raymond Church. Rates are still low and dropping. Act now while housing is still on the rise. Call today's Realty and Loans at 562-862-0777. That's 562-862-0777.
Hey, Juice, when was the last time you went swimming at a friend's house?
Just the other day. Why, what's up?
Well, the other day I went to my friend's house to go swimming, but it was all green, man.
Oh, I know exactly what you need. You need to go talk to my friend Chris Anderson over at Chris Anderson Pool and Spa. He can help you out with algae, filter problems, weekly cleanings, pretty much anything to do with pools and spas.
What's that number, bro?
Give him a call at 310-500-7439. Again, the number is 310-500-7439. Poor Ben is only 20 years old, but has the spine of a 7-year-old man. Ben tried medicine, acupuncture, physical therapy, and even other chiropractors. Now, Ben, after only 6 weeks of care, is almost pain-free and is going back to the gym. A chiropractor is like a surgeon. You need to research and get references to see if they have a good set of hands. At the chiropractic office of Dr. Mariscal, we cater to everyone. And remember, by appointment or by chance, we're always glad to see you back. To set up an appointment, go to drmariscal.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here on Emix Radio. We have the Latin Misfits with us. We're interviewing them and talking to them about their events and things that they're going to have coming up. So, as a matter of fact, in this segment, I want to talk to you guys about what are you guys doing now? What are your plans for 2014?
To improve, to expand our repertoire. We have about 100 songs in our repertoire that we've been doing for a couple years now, and we think it's time to expand, maybe experiment with different genres, like merengue, for example. So we're actually taking a little break from performing live and practicing new songs.
Yeah, right now we're, it's the beginning of the year, and we are kind of, we did take a little, like Sunny said, we did take a little kind of Christmas break. A lot of us, have family out of town and things like that, so we kind of took this Christmas off to kind of just be with family. So right now we're kind of in the regrouping stage, just going over the songs again, new connections of songs, experimenting with songs we already have. And like Sunny said, we're trying to extend a little bit more of our Latin repertoire, a little bit more cumbia, merengue, salsa, even though we already have those types of songs, but we want to extend it because we get a lot of requests for that. However, we're not leaving the English songs behind. We do, Pat Benatar, we do Eagles songs, we do Madonna, 80s. I mean, we do have a big selection of songs, but right now we're focusing on a little bit expanding more of the Latin and planning to go back into it probably beginning of February. Right, Sunny?
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys do it? I always ask this question to all the bands that I come in contact with. How do you guys memorize so many songs, so much music? You guys just said 100 songs. I'm trying to think if I could remember 100 songs.
Yeah.
I don't think I can. How do you guys do that?
We actually don't have all 100 memorized. I make song charts which contain lyrics and chords for every single song in our repertoire. So, I mean, we have at least half of the songs memorized, and basically just through repetition of practicing the songs over and over and performing them, repeatedly, eventually just gets ingrained in our memories.
I see. I mean, you guys have been at a Mexican party where there's a mariachi, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And somebody, mariachi says, "I'll take any request, whatever you guys want me to play, I'll play it." And then somebody says, "I'll play this song," and then mariachi's all like, "Yeah, we don't really know that song, but hold on, let me see what I can do." And then they start messing with their instruments,
Right.
blah blah blah, and all of a sudden they sing the song.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just said you didn't know it.
Right.
Like, it drives me crazy to know like that somebody can remember so many songs.
Yeah. I mean, those mariachis are at another level when they're able to do that. That's it's truly a talent.
Yeah, that's the magic of improvisation. When you're on any stage, whether it be theater, you're a musician, or just improv a comedian.
Right.
If you don't know it, you improvise it. Sometimes I've gone like, oh, I don't know, I'll do it a cappella. I'll do it a cappella. That's whatever I know, just to make the people happy.
Right, for sure. Okay, so your plan for 2014 is to increase your repertoire when it comes to Latin music.
Mm-hmm.
What other things do you guys have going on in 2014? Are there any shows coming up?
Nothing public is booked yet.
There are private events right now.
Okay.
For example, we have a wedding in April and we have one in May. In fact, the one in May is right down the street at the Rio Hondo Golf Club, I think it's called.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. And for example, you guys had a weekly venue, from what I remember.
Yes, Ceviche Del Rey restaurant in
Here in
also
Downey.
in Downey.
Mhm.
What a coincidence! Everything seems to be in Downey. But yeah, it's a Peruvian restaurant off of Florence and Old River School Road, and we still play there. We just don't play there as often as we used to. But I'm looking at connecting with the owner again and possibly doing a Valentine's event at Ceviche Del Rey, since Valentine's falls on a Friday this year.
I see. Are you guys also going to be at the St. Raymond's?
Oh, you would do the
Yeah,
carnivals. We do lots of carnivals throughout the year around Downey. We do your
Norwalk.
Norwalk. Yeah, those are lots of fun.
We also do the concerts at the park in the city of Duarte. It's called Pamela Park. We do that every year. So St. Linus and Norwalk, we do their festival every year.
We did Kids Day as well here in the city of Downey.
Oh, nice. What's the farthest that you guys have traveled? I know you personally went to.
I went to El Salvador.
That's far.
Yeah.
You had mentioned you were going to India, or
I went to India, but that wasn't music related. It was my best friend got married in India.
I see.
So I was the best man.
I can say I have sang in Germany, Nuremberg, Germany, to be exact, with the
Wow.
band.
No way.
It wasn't. It was a one-day thing, really. But I said, "Hey, I can say I sang in Germany."
Wow, that's really
So
cool.
that was pretty far. Probably my furthest.
And were you singing in front of people who
it
didn't
was a
speak
party.
the language? Was it nothing but Germans, or?
They were Americans and German. The band was German, but they know English, and they know the American songs. And I remember singing a Donna Summer song. That was fun.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So at El Salvador, what did you do over there?
I performed for the president for his inauguration at the Estudio Escatlan, I think it's called. Like I said, my Spanish isn't very good, but it's a soccer stadium.
That's a Misfit and Sunny.
Yeah. So I performed with a local Salvadorian band. And we just did, I believe it was 3 or 4 songs, because they had several bands performing for his inauguration event. So it was a privilege to have been asked to be part of that.
I can imagine. How's the security there by?
Very tight, extremely tight. It's like everywhere you turn, there's a security guard.
What were you like? Were you pretty nervous about doing that, or?
I was. I was told that the crowd would exceed 70,000.
Oh, geez.
I'm not sure if it got quite that big, but there were definitely 50,000, if not more, in attendance. So that was exciting to play for that many people.
I can imagine. Were you playing an instrument, or were you singing?
I was playing the piano, which is my main instrument.
Okay. You also sing, though, right?
I do sing, yeah.
Okay. In that instance, did you sing? Or?
No, I didn't. Thank God.
Okay.
Sonny, he's very talented, I have to say. He plays, his keyboards, his main instrument. He plays guitar. He sings. And he also does his harmonica. Right, Sonny?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, he does his harmonica.
Do you have I call it a gift, but it might not be a gift, where you can just hear a song and play it?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I can play by ear. In fact, I consider myself a self-taught pianist, even though I took 7 years of piano. I was already able to play songs that I had in my head. So I just took lessons to learn how to read music and learn how to write songs.
Okay. So the first time you picked up a piano, you were just kind of messing with it and kind of learned the notes and...
Yeah, I have 2 aunts that play the piano, so they would play every day, and I would hear the songs that they'd play, and they'd get stuck in my head after a while, and then I would just go to the piano and figure out how to play them.
Right. And that is a gift. I mean, from what I know, I have a friend that he picks up any instrument and he'll just play. I'll tell him like, oh, play this, and I'll play it on my phone or whatever, and he'll just start playing. It's like, I hate you. What about yourself?
Yes, I do not know how to read music.
Oh, okay.
But everything just close my eyes, listen, and I can pick up the key. It is definitely, I want to say, a natural talent. And we have, actually, I know we're talking just because we're here, Sonny and myself, but we also have our other band members who are also very talented. We have Mr. Joe Robinson. I call him Mr. Joe Robinson. He's our bass player. Really nice guy, great bass player. We have Daryl on guitars, Daryl Murakami, and he comes from a rocker background, but he's done really well with the Latin sounds and beats. And then, of course, we have Armando. He's our conga player, percussionist, and along with our drummer. He's the baby of the band, actually. That's Fernando. He's very experienced for his age, and he's getting up there with us, the older folks. And I want to say it's a natural talent.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after these commercial breaks. Remember, we do have the Latin Misfits right here on Emix Radio.
Juice, I heard you were at a party the other day and the DJ completely destroyed the party.
That's right, Pakman. I was checking out his skills. They were not there. Didn't know how to MC. Lighting sucked. And guess what? There was cables showing everywhere. What's up with that?
You know what, man? Cable management is really important. And when a DJ can't talk on the mic, what's the point? A DJ really has to know how to rock the party.
He needs to MC. He needs to take control of the party. So, folks, listen closely. If you're in the market for a DJ, if you have an upcoming wedding, quinceañera, birthday party, any kind of an event where the DJ will make the difference, make sure to check us out. ESCEvents.com.
Computer repair done right. Have a virus? Is your computer too slow? Call us at 562-381-2702. Let our team handle it. We can get your computer back to normal, and with our $19.99 optimization package, your computer will be better than ever. Call 562-381-2702 or visit our website, PCSmartTeam.com.
Oh yeah!
Getting a new roof should be an easy experience, only if you use Royal Roofing. We have the most professional, reliable, and experienced workers in the industry. With over 30 years of experience, Royal Roofing leads the market in roof maintenance and repair. We guarantee your complete satisfaction. Give us a call for a free on-site inspection estimate in the Los Angeles or Orange County area. 800-ROOF-390. That's 800-766-3390, or visit us at royalroofing.com.
Today's Realty and Loan is designed to not only get you into your home with the best possible deal, but to give back to the community as well. Mention Father John and we'll donate 10% of our commissions to St. Raymond Church. Rates are still low and dropping. Act now while housing is still on the rise. Call today's Realty and Loans at 562-862-0777. That's 562-862-0777.
Hey, Juice, when was the last time you went swimming at a friend's house?
Just the other day. Why, what's up?
Well, the other day I went to my friend's house to go swimming, but it was all green, man.
Oh, I know exactly what you need. You need to go talk to my friend Chris Anderson over at Chris Anderson Pool and Spa. He can help you out with algae, filter problems, weekly cleanings, pretty much anything to do with pools and spas.
What's that number, bro?
Give him a call at 310-500-7439. Again, the number is 310-500-7439. Poor Ben is only 20 years old, but has the spine of a 7-year-old man. Ben tried medicine, acupuncture, physical therapy, and even other chiropractors. Now, Ben, after only 6 weeks of care, is almost pain-free and is going back to the gym. A chiropractor is like a surgeon. You need to research and get references to see if they have a good set of hands. At the chiropractic office of Dr. Mariscal, we cater to everyone. And remember, by appointment or by chance, we're always glad to see you back. To set up an appointment, go to drmariscal.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Emix Radio. We have the Latin Misfits right here. We've been talking about, their venues, things that they play, and shows that they've been at. Right now, I want to get into their families. Can you guys talk to me about the relationship that you have with your families as musicians?
Ladies first.
Thank you. Well, family is it's actually very important that your family, as a musician or even an actor or anybody entertaining, really, that your family is on board with what you're doing. And in my case, I'm very, very fortunate to have my loving husband, Paul. Shout out to Paulie C. He is also a musician. Actually, he's a guitar player, and he supports me in what I do, which is my singing. I also do. At one point, I did a lot of theater, musical theater. So I've got a very supportive husband, a very supportive group of friends, and they're all musicians. Our friend Blanca is our mutual friend Blanca. Her husband Luis. We have other friends, Denny, Juan. I mean, I can name tons of friends, and they're all musicians. And once you surround yourself with family and friends that support what you do, what you like, and especially in my case, where they can relate to that because they're musicians themselves, it's very important, and it means a lot to me and to us. Right, Sonny?
Yes, very true.
When you were growing up, did your parents see that you were going to be a musician? That they encourage it? Were they like, oh, we know you're gonna be into music?
Well, in my case, actually, my parents met in the theater.
Oh,
so I think it's just in my blood. I was gonna do something, and my mom was the one that actually. I didn't really say I'm gonna be a singer all of a sudden. It just, I like to sing. I sang since I was a little girl and dance, and again, I think it's in the blood. And my mom heard me one day, and just singing by myself in my room. My mom comes in and says, "Let's see, do it again, sing again." I said, "Oh, okay." So I did it, and then from there on, oh my God, every family party that we had, my mom would make me sing. Stage mom. No, I love my mom. Shout out to Mama Sonia. But she supported me in that, and she used to take me to all my gigs, and she was very supportive about that.
Yeah, I can imagine, because growing up in a family where theater and music is the background, it's a lot easier to break through, and actually do it for yourself. In a family where it's not like that, you're like, oh, well, music's not important.
Yeah.
You need to get a degree. Like that. That's usually the way that goes. So how about yourself?
Well, my mom plays, she used to anyway, the piano. And like I mentioned earlier, my two aunts, her younger sisters, also played. It seems like all of them just stopped playing, maybe because I started.
You took it away from them.
I guess so. I wasn't pushed into being a musician. On the contrary, they basically let me decide if I wanted to take piano lessons, and I did. When I was, I believe, 7 or so, I took 2 lessons, and then quit after the second lesson because the instructor was very mean and would yell at me if I hit a wrong note. So I decided not to go back after the second lesson, and was traumatized to the point where I didn't want to take lessons ever again from anyone. And it was my mom's baby sister who convinced me to take lessons with her because she was diagnosed with cancer and she didn't have much time to live. And I wanted to spend as much time with her as possible, so I did it for her. And it was that music class, that piano class, and the instructor who I stuck with for 7 years that really motivated me to pursue music and be a musician on the side. And then as far as my father goes, he's not a musician, but he loves music. And when I was a kid, he just always had music playing in the background. And so I think that's part of the reason why I love music so much. Just there was always music in the background.
For sure. You know what? I think there's a common theme when it comes to piano instructors. That they always seem to be mean. There's a lot of them out there that are mean.
Are you mean, Sonny, when you're teaching little kids?
No.
Are they scared of you?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No.
good.
I took some piano lessons as well, and my instructor was pretty mean. But I hung in there.
That's good.
Because piano is also my favorite instrument.
Oh,
but,
is it? Okay.
Yeah. But I can't play by ear, so bummer.
You can develop your ear, though.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that, a friend of mine who was giving me voice lessons, he told me like that's something that you can develop.
Yes.
So maybe one day.
Yeah.
And what about now? What about your family now? What do they think of what you guys are doing? I know you were telling me that your husband's very supportive because he's a musician as well. But what about your family that are not that much into it now?
Well, unfortunately, I think a lot of my family is kind of spread apart, unfortunately. But I still, every video I post, from the Latin Misfits or whatever I'm doing, I post it on famous Facebook. And, I have my family. I have family in Mexico. I have a couple of friends that live, in Germany. I got another one that lives in other parts of the United States. So, they see me sing with the band and things like that. And they always hit like or forward it, and it's nice. It's nice to feel that support from people. Some I have not even really seen in years, but they know I'm doing this, and they, see the band and the videos we do or pictures we take, and just by hitting like that means a lot to us, right?
Yes.
As a band.
Yes.
I can imagine, and especially with social media now and technology, it's so much easier to share what you're doing with the world, like
Exactly.
This show is actually viewed in Mexico and in different places of we've had like hits from Europe and whatnot, and it's just like, how do we get hits from Europe? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Small world.
Hello, Europe. Hello, Europeans.
But yeah, it's so much easier to make it a smaller world, Like before, it was when there was no technology. It was like, oh, we want to share our stuff. We got to hand out CDs and let's see who gets them.
Right.
Now it's just SoundCloud and Reverb Nation and all these social media tools for musicians. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about your family? Your current family?
My family is, I'm not married, no kids yet, but my parents, like I said, love music, and they're very supportive of me playing music, me having a band, and making it a business, and they support the band. They support me and the band members. They love the band members, Sonia included. They go to our gigs. They pass out business cards. My mom's grabbed my iPad and recorded us while we were performing a couple times at the restaurant here in Downey. There really isn't any family member that I can think of, and I have a pretty big family, that doesn't support what I'm doing musically. All my friends do. The only ones that don't support it are my ex-girlfriends, who I really don't talk to anymore. So
Well, that's a normal one, though.
yeah,
Probably. But we have, like our other band members, the guitar player's wife, she's very, she goes to every gig, as well as my husband. Shout out to Georgia. And also have
the conga player's wife,
yes,
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
She actually sings, and she's one of the friends of the Latin Misfits. So she'll join us from time to time and sing.
Very good singer.
She'll sing
She's
backup.
Sweet voice.
Yeah, she's the icing on the cake. She blends in really well with Sonia.
I could imagine that as time progressed, your social circle just became nothing but musicians, right? I mean, from the beginning to now? Like you have just surrounded yourself with musicians?
I mean, I've been around musicians for a long time, again, since I even started this when I was 16. But definitely, I mean, the more bands you're in, the more, place connections you have, the more musicians you interact with. And it's a tight community, and it's fun. It's always fun.
Yeah. No, and the point I had to that, it's kind of hard to find someone that is not necessarily, for the things that you're doing, because everyone kind of does the same thing. So you guys are all just encouraging each other as opposed to...
Right. There's a lot of subbing. I mean, with our friend Blanca's band, the Midnight Cats, I sub for her, she sub for me, and we just help each other out. We're all different. We all have, yes, we may play the same songs, but everybody plays it their own way, in their own version. If you're a singer, I've known great singers. There's no jealousy or anything like that. I mean, they sing their own way, I sing my own way, and why can't we just live in a happy world?
Right, definitely. And that's another thing that bands do a lot that I've noticed, as I get more and more into this industry. They sub themselves out all the time. It's like, oh, I need a drummer. Oh, I have my friend here. Let me give him a call. And sure enough, they call the drummer, and he plays the songs. I'm like, how do you guys do that?
Yeah, I'm actually a church pianist too. I play at St. Dominic Savio, and I was playing here at St. Raymond Church down the street for over a year, and I sub at other churches and stuff for other piano players. So it's definitely a small community, or it seems that way anyway, where just every church pianist seems to know or have heard of each other at least.
Right. And once again, we're about to go into a commercial breaks, but before we do, I just want to, thank you guys, because I know the next segment right now, you guys are going to sing a few songs for us.
Yes.
I might not be able to say goodbye, but once again, they will be singing for us. This is the Latin Misfits right here on Emix Radio, and catch us after these commercial breaks.
Thank you.
Juice, I heard you were at a party the other day and the DJ completely destroyed the party.
That's right, Pakman. I was checking out his skills. They were not there. Didn't know how to MC. Lighting sucked. And guess what? There was cables showing everywhere. What's up with that?
You know what, man? Cable management is really important. And when a DJ can't talk on the mic, what's the point? A DJ really has to know how to rock the party.
He needs to MC. He needs to take control of the party. So, folks, listen closely. If you're in the market for a DJ, if you have an upcoming wedding, quinceañera, birthday party, any kind of an event where the DJ will make the difference, make sure to check us out. ESCEvents.com.
Computer repair done right. Have a virus? Is your computer too slow? Call us at 562-381-2702. Let our team handle it. We can get your computer back to normal, and with our $19.99 optimization package, your computer will be better than ever. Call 562-381-2702 or visit our website, pcsmartteam.com.
Oh yeah!
Getting a new roof should be an easy experience, only if you use Royal Roofing. We have the most professional, reliable, and experienced workers in the industry. With over 30 years of experience, Royal Roofing leads the market in roof maintenance and repair. We guarantee your complete satisfaction. Give us a call for a free on-site inspection estimate in the Los Angeles or Orange County area. 800-ROOF-390. That's 800-766-3390, or visit us at royalroofing.com.
Today's Realty and Loan is designed to not only get you into your home with the best possible deal, but to give back to the community as well. Mention Father John and we'll donate 10% of our commissions to St. Raymond Church. Rates are still low and dropping. Act now while housing is still on the rise. Call today's Realty and Loans at 562-862-0777. That's 562-862-0777.
Hey, Juice, when was the last time you went swimming at a friend's house?
Just the other day. Why? What's up?
Well, the other day I went to my friend's house to go swimming, but it was all green, man.
Oh, I know exactly what you need. You need to go talk to my friend Chris Anderson over at Chris Anderson Pool and Spa. He can help you out with algae, filter problems, weekly cleanings, pretty much anything to do with pools and spas.
What's that number, bro?
Give him a call at 310-500-7439. Again, the number is 310-500-7439. Poor Ben is only 20 years old, but has the spine of a 7-year-old man. Ben tried medicine, acupuncture, physical therapy, and even other chiropractors. Now, Ben, after only 6 weeks of care, is almost pain-free and is going back to the gym. A chiropractor is like a surgeon. You need to research and get references to see if they have a good set of hands. At the chiropractic office of Dr. Mariscal, we cater to everyone. And remember, by appointment or by chance, we're always glad to see you back. To set up an appointment, go to drmariscal.com.
Called Déjame.
Déjame pensar en lo que tú y yo estamos haciendo. Ya no puedo dar todo lo que tú me estás pidiendo. No puedo amar, no puedo confiar, quiero remendar mi corazón. Déjame en paz, no puedo respirar, de nuevo tengo que empezar. Déjame hablar, no te debo nada, hombre, nada. Tú nunca sabrás cómo me dejaron lastimada. No puedo amar, no puedo confiar, quiero remendar mi corazón. Déjame en paz, no puedo respirar, de nuevo tengo que empezar. Quizás con tiempo cambiaré y podré amar como ayer. Pero tengo miedo de tener un amor tan fuerte otra vez. Déjame gozar de mi vida sola y sin problemas. Ya no quiero estar dependiendo de otra persona. No puedo amar, no puedo confiar, quiero remendar mi corazón. Déjame en paz, no puedo respirar, de nuevo tengo que empezar. I want your love, but I can't trust. I need to mend my broken heart. Just let me be, 'cause I can't breathe. I need to make a better start.
Déjame,
Déjame hablar,
déjame,
déjame pensar,
déjame,
déjame gozar,
déjame,
déjame hablar,
déjame, déjame.
That was called Déjame, written by Sunny.
Yes.
This is another original.
This one's a fun throwback. Let's see if I still remember how to play. Ooh, a little out of tune there.
A little out of tune.
Bear with me while I hope this is not too loud for your ears. This one's called Delilah. And She does not exist.
That's what Sunny says.
Delilah, you don't know what you have done. I wanna turn around and run. Since the day we met, my life has changed. I try to shy away, but it's too late. Delilah, you have wild sex appeal. I try to pretend it isn't real. It must be your eyes that do me in. Or maybe it's your perfect, perfect skin. Oh, I have never met a person quite like her. She's stuck inside my head. Whoa, maybe now my heart is ready to have her. Despite what I had said, Delilah, you don't know what you have done. I wanna take your hand and run. Since the day we met, my life has changed. I never thought that it would be so strange. Whoa, I have never met a person quite like her. She's stuck inside my head. Whoa, maybe now my heart is ready to have her. Despite what I had said, Delilah, I want you, I need you, I love you, I love you.
Delilah, you guys. For all of you Delilahs out there.
All right. This will be our last song of the evening.
Yes, and it's called Amor. Love.
Por el amor que tuve por ti, por la felicidad, por el recuerdo de ser feliz cuando nos quisimos más, por ese amor que me diste ayer.
tengo nada, no tengo nada, no tengo nada sin tu amor. No tengo nada, no tengo nada, no tengo nada sin tu amor. No tengo nada, no tengo nada, no tengo nada sin tu amor. No tengo nada, no tengo nada, no tengo nada sin tu amor. No tengo nada, no tengo nada, no tengo nada sin tu amor.
Thank you guys for having us here.
Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you heard them here first. The Latin Misfits right here on Emix Radio. Catch you guys next week, same time, same station.
Whew.